Originally, hip hop was meant to be from the soul. I think that's when it's most beautiful. You know?
Let the heart speak.
What up? What up? What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? Shout out to y'all. This is Aaron Marshall, co-founder of Lyricist Lounge. We're about to do a little interview with my folks from Lyricist Lounge Nigeria. If y'all don't know, we got a chapter. We have a Lyricist Lounge chapter, the first of its kind, in Nigeria. Launched and co-founded by this dude named Bionic and another guy named Mr. Smitty. We're going to interview them because it's really just like way behind. We're way behind on this interview. But yeah, let me see where they're at. Once they're on here, we're going to talk for a little bit. They just put out this new album, a Lyricist Lounge Nigeria Vol.1 album that is definitely approved by us. And yeah, man, it's just good to see what they've done. They put a lot of spirit into it.
Right hooks like it's boxing. Love
Hey,
to the
hey.
game, quick and not an option. Pour wine and sipping, laid back, finessing it, knowing that I'm prolific.
What up, y'all? What up? What up?
Not better than you, I'm different. My way of thinking, almost obsolete in a minute, but I'll find wine. The more time just make me better. The time don't exist, so I don't belong to an era. I'm good with my peeps, they know it's always a pleasure. Preparation meets opportunity, now or never. One family, one movement. We ain't cut from the same cloth and not cool with him. Nostalgia forever, that's how I'm doing them. AVID, not done, I'm not through with them. Nah, still pushing the crowd. Avoiding conversations with those who don't know the half. I mean, I never left while you trying to welcome me back. Wow. Let the heart speak. Let that ache bleed. Right hooks like it's boxing. Love letters to the game, quitting not an option.
Hey.
Listen, let the heart
New Lyricist Lounge Nigeria
let the ache bleed.
Vol.1.
Hooks like it's boxing. Love letters to the game, quitting no.
Castle with the pain, I'm deserving of commendation. While the rap dogs is expensive to pay attention. Ain't giving them education. Ironic, how be behind.
Definitely streaming when you get a minute.
I'm a villain, taking rap to the sitting and making it more appealing. The difference that they be needing a generation of healing. It's like NJ, watch for the revealing. More than a rapper, a karate, so many sides to me. Sing like a canary, like a train, like a harmony. Tired of these love songs, I'm the one giving them something real. Lift your mind high, guys without them popping pills. What's your heart's art without the impact? So many artists trying to rain and switching like the weather. By the time you bought
Once again, New Lyricist Lounge Nigeria Vol.1.
back to the retro time. Billboard and TikTok wasn't all that mattered. Being the best actor in the scene wasn't all about status. Respect to the OGs or the visual flowers. Only 24 hours to be the game jack power. The lyrical messiah, God gave me superpowers. And if they fire, I break the light with these powers.
What up, Ak? What up, Ak?
Touch the wall with your power.
It's a blessing. It's a lesson.
Hey.
Keep moving. On your own purpose.
What up? What up? What up? What up, Bionic?
Yo,
The deal. The deal.
greetings from Africa. How are you doing
Turn your
today?
music down a little. Turn your
Oh,
audio.
sure, definitely.
We both
How
over
you
here
doing?
hyped up.
Salute, salute, salute.
Same to you, King. Same to you. Same to you. So I was talking a little bit earlier before you got on. Let me make sure, first of all, my mic is good. Anybody watching, let us know if you can hear us well. Any problems with any of the audio? Shout out to anybody
Yes.
that's joining us right now. I know I got a lot of family around the country, around the world right now that's going to be joining in. So shout out to you if you're watching. Makiba Moon Cycle, you already know you're day 1, day 0 type people. And everybody else that joins, everybody else on here, but you already know.
I like the sound of day 0.
Oh, for real. You gotta have that.
I know, right?
You gotta have that. And let me just start. I seen Smitty was trying to join us. I'm gonna see if he should text you or put a note in the comment if he's having any issues joining. But when he joins, we'll add him to it. But first of all, just God bless you. I hope all is well with you and the family and the circle. You know what I mean? You know, I
We
know you
thank
and I
God.
had little
Yeah.
personal texts here and there, so we both know what's going on in life in general. But, you know, beyond business, beyond music, beyond culture, you know, is people first. That's what I stand for. And, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to start with that, make sure all is well with you and your circle. Two, you know, want to start off with a big public apology for not being as supportive as folks may have wanted us to be over the years. But as you know, we're human and going through our own set of shit over here, bro. We'll get into it a little more in the interview, you know, because I think that it's important that people put a lot of things in perspective. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to the music business, to you know, to where people are in their lives, to you know, the reasons they're trying to find to still even continue doing this. You know, we'll jump into. But as we started with Makiba on some day zero type shit, you know, I wanna set this up properly, right? So Bionic here is the co-founder of the Lyricist Lounge Nigeria chapter, along with Mr. Smitty, who we'll see soon. We talked about, I don't even know now, feels like 6, 7 years ago now, right?
December 14, December between 14th and 19th, 2019.
Shit.
Just before, a few days before the COVID hit us.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's a whole nother story. So, you know, we
Yeah.
met, we connected, you know what I mean? We had good talks. Obviously you had the Rap Radio Africa project going on for some time. But tell the
Oh,
people
sorry.
a little bit about,
So sorry. 2019
yes.
was when we signed the MOU. We've
Okay.
known way before then. Way before then, we've known.
That's
So
what I
let
felt.
let
I
me
thought it
correct
was
that.
good.
Yeah.
But tell people a
Let me
little
correct
bit
that.
about, you know, although this conversation we're gonna have is about the album, but tell people a little bit about Rap Radio Africa, how y'all got started.
Okay, so first and foremost, Rap Radio Africa started as a show. So in Nigeria, Lagos is in the west, right? Where I'm originally from, Enugu is in the east.
Mm,
So it started as a radio show back in the east. It was just rap radio at the time. Why did I start? Okay, because been rapping, putting out music. I was on a label. I was A&R as well on the label
mm-hmm,
for years, right? That was um, early 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 2000. Okay, so on the label, mid 90s towards the late 90s. Then I got on radio.
mm-hmm,
Why did I get on radio? So being an artist and putting out music and recording and all that stuff, I saw artists that were not getting a time of day on radio. You know, these were my friends because I was an MC as well. So we would meet at shows. You know, we would meet at radio stations. They would be outside. We would go in because we were on a label. We had that slight push. You know, and it was something that tugged at my heart. You know,
mm,
so I said, okay, how do people get to hear these people? You know, so I had friends on radio at the time. You know, so I had a few meetings. What's up? I have a show. What do you think we can do? I was like, oh yeah, come through.
mm.
So I had a few meetings, and Rap Radio became a show on Coast City FM 92.8. This was
What year was that?
2002,
Okay.
right? So 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 it was crazy. Friday night, 9 p.m. to midnight. It was mad. So the
Mm,
only interruption was top of the hour news. And the news was like news headlines. So for like 3, 4 minutes, it was done. So it was 3 hours of jamming, like hip hop that when I hear a dope song, it excites me, you know. So I started to play all them folks, my friends mostly, you know, people I knew from the city. Then when we go for shows, then there was no internet at the time. Sorry, there was no social media. So the buzz was word of mouth. And when we go for concerts at universities with around the neighboring cities,
mm-hmm,
states, you know, so from going to those shows, we would get music from other people. Okay, there's a show in Enugu at the time. There's a show. So the songs were coming in and it was crazy. So people
mm-hmm,
would tune in on Friday. They're like, yo, who's this guy? Where can we get the music? Can we buy it? I'm like, no, you can't buy it. Because then it was CDs. So we had, it wasn't the plastic CD. It became cheaper because the marketers and the pirates were trying to cut costs. So it was like a paper cardboard type thing. So they
Yeah.
just slip the CD in it. So it wasn't a box set anymore. It
Right,
was
right, right,
cheaper.
right. I remember.
You know,
Mhm.
so where we would buy the music? Can we buy it at Alaba? Can we buy it? I'm like, dude, the music is not anywhere. That's all on air when the show is on. The music
So
is
hold
not
on, so
anywhere.
hold on. So the show you were putting onto CDs, is that what you're
No,
saying?
no, no, no. What I mean was at the time, people would call and ask where they could buy the
Where they could
music
buy it, right?
because that
Okay.
was how we had CDs. So
Got
they
it.
would mention the markets, Alaba, Ogbete. Will we get
Okay.
it at the? And then I'm like, no, you can't buy it anywhere. Just listen to the show. That's the
Right.
only place you can get the music.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so it grew from 2002 to 2006. Then I left Enugu for Lagos for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So the show stopped, and I was in Lagos for about a year, roughly. You
Mm-hmm.
know, then went back to Enugu, came back. It was just a lot of
Yeah, man. That's great.
instability. Life was just lifing,
You know.
But eventually I went back. I went to I came to Lagos in 2008,
Mm-hmm.
2009, and I've been here since. And so from then I started to think, okay, the show is not happening anymore. Try to get on other shows in Lagos. Lagos is a crazy market. It wasn't like Enugu. We call it the coal city. So it wasn't like the coal city. So I was like, it was difficult to get on radio, even when you had your own, show, unless you had marketers. And marketers were leaning
Mm-hmm.
towards Afro beats, leaning towards pop, and reggae, dance hall, So it was difficult. So I started to think, I was like, how do we do this? Then I started the online radio. So it became Rap Radio Africa, registered and did all that
Okay.
stuff. So we went online. Then the
Mm-hmm.
circle got bigger, like my South African friend would say. So the circle got bigger. So more songs. So from the people I knew already, I had interviewed some back home. So they were spread again, word of mouth, but now we had social media. So people were tuning in, people were listening, I was pushing a lot. I was spending all my time online. I was trying to push, so people get to hear about it. So our listenership grew. We were doing between 10,000 and 15,000 listeners monthly. I can remember the first day because I didn't care about those things, but I learned that those things mattered. I remember
Mm-hmm.
the first day I went to my back end. Usually it's someone that does it for me. So I was at the back end. I was looking. I was like, "What's 10,000?" To
Right.
me,
Seeing the
to
real
many it
number.
might be nothing, but to me it was crazy.
Yeah.
And I always say, even when I post, if it's 5 people on my live, if it's 2 people on my live,
Mm-hmm.
I feel my job is done. And one person responds, I feel my job is done. So when I saw 10,000 people, I was like, whoa. I
Yeah.
screenshot it and I've saved it. I saved it in the archive. I put it in my safe. I'm like, this is some, good stuff. So
Yeah.
we started to get music from outside of Africa, outside of Nigeria. So Africa, which was the focus. I had Points people. I had my man Ben Lulu in Algeria. I
Mm-hmm.
had Babaluku in Uganda. I had Zobs in South Africa. So all them guys, I'm like, listen, we're here now. If you
Mm-hmm.
have music, old music, especially old music, the one that
Mm-hmm.
people haven't heard, the one that you started with, probably your demo. So I would put everything on the station. So listenership started to grow, and that's how Rapid Africa came. Then I reached out to you because we had a whole bucket list of stuff to do.
Mm-hmm.
Concerts. Dirty December is here. If we had a sponsor, we would have been in there. There's no hip hop concert that has happened in my country forever. Apart from Busta Rhymes coming, this just happened some days ago. So Dari is bringing Busta Rhymes.
Mm.
But
How was
eventually to
that?
become a
He
to
he
become an
just came.
Afrobeat talk show.
He
Sorry?
just came.
No, no, no. He's coming. He's bringing him
Oh,
in
okay. Okay.
December in a week or two.
Nice.
So what I'm
Nice.
saying is, there's no hip hop
It
show
hasn't
apart
been
from
anyone.
something like that, which happens once in a while. For the past
Yeah.
how many years, it hasn't happened, and it's
Yeah.
one of the things we want to do.
Yeah.
But sponsors just keep bite the bullet. Like once it's not Afrobeat, they're not interested, and we're finding ways to make the money ourselves
Mm-hmm.
to push our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
It's
that's how it's
branding,
been.
man. It's all branding.
That's
Nigeria
how it's
has
been
caught a
so
bad
far.
rap, you know. So it's really about, you know,
Yeah,
overall nationwide branding, so that the brand see you guys in a different way, in a different light. Shout out to anybody that's watching right now. Just as a reminder, I'm interviewing Miss Ann Marshall, co-founder of the Lounge, interviewing Bionic, co-founder Lyricist Lounge Nigeria chapter. They just put out Volume 1 album. Make sure you stream it, all platforms. You know, want to talk a little bit. First of all, that, you know, love the whole rap radio, Africa, you know, and it's funny because I just keep saying rap radio, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously rap radio Africa, but I feel like you have a opportunity to play rap radio worldwide, which is beyond just Africa. But and so when I think
yeah.
ending wise, I kind of just see the rap radio, but in general, you know, I think that it is important. One, like when you listen to the album, let me just jump into the album real quick, bro. Let me
Sorry,
just,
before you
yeah,
go, I wanted to respond to what you just said.
yeah,
So for me, it's always been about Africa, right?
yeah,
I understand how rap radio, which was your original plan. I understand how rap radio is it's more it's bigger, right? But I know what we're doing is not done anywhere. No one is doing African rap, right?
yeah. No, it's
So if
important.
you look at rap radio by itself, for instance, Chuck D has rap station, right?
Right.
And he's covering everywhere. But what I have always wanted to do is cover Africa,
I love
bring
that.
Africa out to the world because our show you will not find anywhere in the world.
I love
So
that.
if you say rap radio, then I want to play Nas. People expect to hear Nas. People expect nothing wrong with Nas. So we have a segment. We have
Yeah,
segments of Rap Radio Africa, right? So on there's a segment where we can play. We call it the Outbox. So there's a
yeah.
segment where we would play anybody or anything outside of Africa. So you would
Hmm.
hear Nas and whatever, or Common or
Hmm.
Talib or Pharaoh, But every other thing is Africa because it's not anywhere.
Yeah, I love that,
And
man.
we want people to tune in, to zone in. So
Don't change it.
because
You know what I'm saying?
everybody else
I
is doing Hot 97 is playing everyone. It's
yeah,
playing America, it's playing the UK, 105, Power 105, everybody's playing it, even
yeah,
in the UK, they're playing everybody.
yeah.
So that's
No, I
why
love it. I love
it
it. I love
is
it.
like it is.
Keep going, my brother. Keep going. You know, I think what people are going to find is, especially with this album, when they go to check it out and they come to listen to some African MCs, what they're gonna find is that not only are they African MCs, they are motherfucking monster lyricists. And
Mm,
it
mm.
has nothing to do with where the fuck they from. It has to do with what the fuck is in their heart and how much they fucking care about this fucking culture of ours, because
Right,
motherfuckers
right,
is spitting something crazy on this album. And
right.
so before I even jump into that, because I got notes, I got questions, um, you know, let's take it back a little bit, right? So after Rap Radio Africa, and that whole explosion, and then we talk about the possibility of a chapter. Talk to us a little bit about how the chapter was launched in Nigeria, and some of the challenges, but also some of the good times that y'all had there.
All right. So after we had the conversation, we had a few conversations back and forth, and what again, bucket list. I always talk about my bucket list. So again, one of the things I wanted to do was same people, but a different, like they say, same shit, different toilet, right? Same people, no airplay. No airplay. It works me up. It gets me mad because the
Right.
music is amazing, right? The music is fantastic.
Hmm.
So again, we're thinking, how do we create like a showcase, right, where people will come? If we had branding, we would do it. We would do something. We would have that every week, every Friday or every Saturday per se, or every Sunday.
Hmm.
But because of the nature of things and from our pockets and stuff, so it was every once a month.
Yes, sir.
What up? What up?
Yes,
Smitty, what's
sir.
up,
Yes,
now?
sir. We
What's the
here
How
deal?
you
loud
doing?
and clear.
Good
Awesome,
shit.
awesome, awesome.
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, you sounding cool,
Loud
bro.
and clear. Yeah, you're good.
Good, good, good.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, so so
Big
so I
ups
was
to you
saying
guys.
that
Big ups to you. Big ups to you.
Salute, salute.
Salute.
We would have done it every month and every week, if we had some branding, some sponsorship and all that. But because it's from our pocket and what we're trying to do, so
Mm-hmm.
it became once a month, every first Thursday of the month.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a location, we moved location back and forth sometimes. It's not as easy as, people see, they see all the fun, they see the rhymes, they see all the freestyles, they see the
Nigga, who
lovely
you telling?
artists coming through.
Who you telling?
So right. So we get so our focus is the independent, the unsigned, and
Right.
the underground, right? So some of us, okay, they'll mention the name. When are you going to get so and so? Like so and so is enjoying the machine, right, and the mainstream. So our focus is not so and so. You know, we'll play the music on the show, but Lyricist Lounge, um, the Lyricist Lounge Nigeria event is for unsigned, underground, and
I'm
you
coming.
know.
Yep.
So we'll just get one person, not like the special. We'll put them on the flyer like a headliner, quote unquote. So each time, that's what we do. We have a myriad of artists that have come through,
Hmm.
and that's how it's been, since December 19th, 2019. And incidentally, it was a few days before COVID hit, right? So we had the first edition, and COVID hit. Then we had to wait it out, and we returned, and it's been like that up to now.
Yeah, you know what was crazy, and then I want to jump into you, Smitty, too. What was crazy is 2018 or 2017, 18, one of those. I was coming back and forth to Africa, to Burkina Faso, maybe 9 times that year, you know. And so, just to put things in perspective, when we talked, I was a whole different person. Like my life was moving to Africa. I was about to move to South Africa. It was a whole lot that was going on. I was seeing, the
When you
birth
say
of
move,
Africa.
when you say move, like you mean relocate?
Like my whole body, like my whole life was about to move
Oh,
to
Wow.
Africa. So when we were talking, it was really, the energy you were feeling with me, the excitement, was grounded in that I was actually there. It's sometimes it's hard, I think, for people to get with us all the way here in America. There's such a disconnect, even what's going on here politically. Like folks' minds are
Hmm.
not all into this culture and this music no more. Like there is no music industry here anymore. People still make money, kind of making music here and there, but it's not the community that we
Yeah.
built this thing in. All of that has kind of
Mm.
vanished, and people are like, so we're dealing with a whole mind shift of the culture, the industry,
Mm.
the importance of why we're still doing it. But back then, before COVID, I was seeing this whole future of Africa. This is before Afrobeats really went crazy, before Amapiano even stepped out. I'm seeing all of this firsthand. So you call that a pivotal time, and it made a lot of sense. I had already visited Nigeria to Lagos, and so I even thought I was Nigerian actually. After leaving there, I was like, you know what? I need to do some DNA checking because
Mm.
I'm feeling this country that's allowing people to be aggressive and it's okay. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But anyway, the timing was great, but COVID changed everything, obviously. COVID changed all of that. I was no longer traveling back and forth. My life changed. All our lives changed forever. And I think a lot of us are still putting the pieces together, you know.
Yeah.
But Smitty, jump in for a minute. Talk to me about what it was like, helping to run this thing during COVID, you know.
I mean, during COVID was a very big, massive hit because it's like being so active, then all of a sudden you had to put a pause on your activeness.
Yeah.
So it was a big, difficult time for us because back here in the country, there was no movement. So it was more of trying to do things online. We wanted to talk, get busy online. So at that point in time, we started thinking out of the box. Like, okay, I remember me and Bionic were even creating award shows, trying to create an award show online, trying to do these hip hop shows online. And we kept on going back and forth. We would go back and forth. Okay, this will go this way. And somehow we'll get stuck again because we were trying to create a new pattern of living. And that was an eye opener for me that at some point in time, everything could just drop.
Fucking
No
right.
matter the speed you're rolling with, everything could just come to an end just like that. So it now really created a lifestyle pattern for us to now understand that, look, this is what we need to build. So we started seeing ourselves more like a pastor who was preaching out the gospel to the people and trying to rescue the people. So we're not just doing it for us anymore. We're
Exactly.
doing it passionately for the people that really needed it. I mean, Bionic had songs that he could release on his own. I had songs that he could release. I could release anytime on my own. But it was now we had to see the bigger picture that, okay, Rapid Africa, Lyricist Lounge Nigeria, it's not about us. It's not about me and Bionic. It's about us collectively. So it was about our thing. So even if at some point in time I am basically swifting to being tired, Bionic is like, nah, we need to do this. And even sometimes Bionic is out of position and he's getting tired. I'm like, nah, we need to do this. So it's been a difficult, sweet, bitter moment. But at the end of the day, releasing the project was like a breath of fresh air. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like, oh,
Wow.
yeah. In all the storm, we made it here.
Yo,
So,
it's so crazy. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
so even when people try to say a lot of stuff, we just smile because a lot of people don't know what happens behind the scene. The financial difficulty, the even with artists themselves. I'm talking about artists. Like when you call up an artist to do a record or call up an artist to do shows. I mean, even as Lyricist Lounge, we have gone through, me and B, we've gone through the state of getting artists and booking where they will sleep. And guess what? The artist will show up.
Still didn't show up.
But the show will still go on. So every day it was God just telling us, like, look, you guys are not doing this for that artist
Yep.
or for yourself. You guys are doing it and creating a standard way of doing things for the culture. So every time that happened, we moved on. We get angry, of course, we're human. We move on. We go on to the next. So we plan another show. And all of a sudden, and one other artist again will become a dickhead. But still, yeah, we move on. So even when this project was going to happen, it was like a flash in everybody's eye. Like, okay, beats dropped, PQB, and still a lot of artists didn't even believe.
Many didn't believe it was going to happen.
So you can imagine, nobody believed.
Yeah.
Because one of the reasons why I always tell B, like, yeah, B talk about is like, you know, when they have certain things regularly, so they come to the show, they used to we and B kicking bars, they used to see other MCs come to kicking bars, they used to see the gathering. So they just like,
they have nothing at stake.
So to them it's like same old same.
Yeah, no skin in the game.
You know?
Yeah.
So one thing that I noticed after the project dropped, everybody's like, okay, I want to be a volunteer. I need to be a volunteer.
Now let me pause you there real quick. Because first of all, hearing both of y'all, and I wish Danny was here with me. Hearing y'all speak is like listening to myself, to me and Danny in the mirror. The same things that you guys have gone through, we've gone through, right? Now 35 years of that, right? And although I wish things went different, I wish there was no COVID, I wish my pockets was fat, and I was just like sending y'all Bitcoin every day during that. Back in the day when we used to talk, Bionic, about XRP and shit.
Yeah.
But the truth is, a lot of this stuff you have to learn on your own. You know what I'm saying? When we were young, when we started the brand and we're 15, 16, we first of all, we thought that people would show up and help us. We thought that people would see what we were doing as important and that one day this executive or that executive was gonna call us and be like, come into
Yeah.
our office. Like the shit never happened. You know, what we learned over
Yeah.
time is that
Yeah.
we were the people that we were waiting for. You know what I'm saying? It was
Mm.
more about
Mm.
us getting older, growing up, getting wiser,
Mm.
stronger, and then looking in the mirror and be like, yo, you're the person I'm waiting on. Nobody could fucking do it for me. Nobody really
Mm-hmm.
understands the brand. Like
Mm-hmm.
nobody, y'all could have called it anything, right? I'm glad y'all,
Mm-hmm.
tapped into the brand, and however that helps y'all, I'm here for it. But the truth is, like, a lot of these lessons you have to learn on your own. You got to go through the burn, and then when you get to the other side, you realize what you built. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
nobody's gonna know Nigerian artists like y'all. You know what I'm saying? No matter what brand y'all use, no one's in the streets. With
Yeah.
y'all. With that said, so
Yeah.
like, let's jump into the album because with everybody listening right now, I really, once again, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about the Lyricist Lounge Nigeria Vol.1 album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's an expansion of the brand. It's the first chapter in Africa. They've been doing it
Mm.
now for 6 years.
Yeah.
Say,
Yeah.
6,
give
yes.
or take 6 years. All right. So
So
just
I
put
mean,
out the
6 years.
album. What's that?
Man, 6 years. I mean, with 6 years already.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So,
Man, time
so
flies.
this fucking album. I've been listening to it. I'm gonna just kind of go over a couple songs that stuck out. All of them stuck out, but like first one out the gate, the hearts art. And as I talk about the songs, I love for you to talk a little bit about certain artists that
Mm.
are on these records. But it was a hardcore record. First of all, anyone that listens to this record, in my opinion, it's hard to really know where this album was made. You know what I'm saying? This is a true hip hop album. This is not
Mm.
like Africans making an album or like, because a lot of times people like to like market things a certain
Yeah.
way. First,
Yeah.
all Spanish album, hip hop, it's like, nah, this is a fucking hip hop album all the way live. So Heart's Art, the first song, hard out, it was hardcore out the gate. Like I said, can't really tell where folks were from. Um, the beat is a fucking movie. Whoever did the track, it was a fucking movie to listen to. And the girl on the record, tell me a little bit about her. Who was that?
So her name is Philo, right?
Mm.
And
Yo.
so first and foremost, like to respond to what you said about not knowing where it's from and the different sounds. So it was deliberate. We didn't want to
Mm-hmm.
do an underground album as much as I wanted that. As much as I wanted that. Thanks to Smitty and his little sprinkling of real life, right? Because me, I don't give a fuck, man. Like I want to make an underground. I want to make an underground music album that I
Mm.
like.
Yeah,
Like if
yeah.
I'm recording, that's what I like.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But on the show, Smitty will say stuff like, and I caught on quickly a long time ago. He would say stuff like, think about it. I'm trying to interpret what he said, right? Then I'll say what he said. So think about it. Your favorite rappers, think about it, and your favorite rappers, you can't run through their album 9 times out of 10 from beginning to the end. Then there's a regular artist, quote unquote, that you hear the music, you like the music, then you pop it
Mm-hmm.
in and it's taking you from track 1 to 2 to
To the
3 to
end.
20. You didn't skip, right? But he's not your favorite artist.
Right.
So from what Smith was made us all understand was bars. Yeah, everyone can drop bars. All you have to do is pay attention. You can drop bars. But can you make music? Can you
Music.
record an album? Can you record an album? Like, can you record something that people will listen to? It's beyond just what you want now,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
It's okay. Like, and you said something earlier about branding. The first few sentences we said, you talked about branding. When I talked about partnership and investors and stuff, you were like,
Hmm.
they'd have to see the
Right,
branding.
about
So
Nigeria's branding.
I bring that.
Yeah.
Yes, I bring that into this now. So how do you brand the music? Yes, you've already poured out your heart, right? How do you
Mm-hmm.
now present it to look nice. It's like you dress up at home. You don't go out naked and you're like, fuck the world. You know, I'm Adam and Eve, you know. So you want to dress nice, you put on some perfume, you know, cut your hair, fade, you know, all that stuff. So that's what we wanted to do with the music, right?
Well, good
First
job.
of all, the lyrics will not be missing. The lyrical value will not be missing, definitely. So I said all
And
that to say that,
no cuss words.
and
And no
No
curse
cuss
words.
words.
of course,
Appreciate it.
that was the only criteria because again I said on the show, I'm like, why would you want to curse and lose fans? Why are you making the music? You want a fan to listen every time. You want to gain a fan every time.
Right.
It's like your CV, your resume. You're walking down the street. You want people, when you talk about your music, you want them to hear it, not, you know, they hear one cuss word, the second one, and they tune off. You want children to listen. You want daddies and mommies to call their little ones, hey, come see this. So there's this white guy on Instagram that breaks down bars, you know. So
Right.
the last one I saw, his kids, he's like he's forcing it down their throats.
Right.
He's like, did you hear what he said? Did you hear what Nas said?
Right.
And he says the
Right.
bar, and his children are looking at it like, so
Right.
you want children to listen, you want grandpas to listen, you want grandmas to
Yeah.
listen. So why do you want to curse and lose some of those listeners?
Nah, great job.
You know. So first
Great
of
job.
lastly, I wanted to say that everyone is Nigerian on the album. So that's why Lyrics Lounge Nigeria.
Everyone.
So everyone is Nigerian. So Tilo, circle back to Tilo. Tilo is one of our. So everyone on the album also is, in one way or another, our favorite artist. You know, people that we listen to, we love their music, right?
Yeah.
And their heart is in the right place. Hence, the Heart's Art, the first track. So we had created a title, had 2-3 sentences explaining, and had people choose or what you want to jump on.
No,
And only one criteria, no cursing. That's it. So
let me.
Tilo, she's beautiful.
Uh-huh.
She's amazing. She doesn't live in Lagos. She lives in Benin. You know, the ancient town
Benin
of Benin.
City.
Yeah, no, I
Yes.
love her voice, man. She remind me of a early Bahamadia mixed with a few
Oh
people.
my goodness, that's
Yeah,
true. That's
just
true.
as soft. Yeah, y'all made a beautiful album. You know, the truth is, and this is on our Lyricist Lounge account. Had to take a break from hip hop for a little bit, man. You know, like I had to. You know, when you've been doing this shit so long, again, you got to kind of find the reasons why you still love it. We're not kids no more. We're not 15
Yeah.
when we first started, you know. But listening to what you guys made, honestly, we were already thinking about doing a third album, but I think we got to put this third album out now. I think we gotta battle Lyricist Lounge Nigeria Vol.1 album right now. You know what I'm saying? Because like
So love, man. So
y'all
love.
did such a fucking good job, bro. Like it's really like it's an ode to that period of hip hop that we still love and appreciate. That is no
Yep.
longer made because the corporate giants don't see it as something that is useful, and that is okay. That is okay. I posted something
That
on
is
my
okay.
recently, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because the
Yeah.
That's right.
explosion is actually a part of what has kind of killed a big part of what we've loved. So the fact that it has gone underground, even where you guys are, the fact that you don't have as much access as you have is why that fucking album sounds that way. You understand me? Like, more is not always better.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
not. It's
I've always
sometimes
been a niche guy.
You know
Always.
what I'm saying? So what
So it's
y'all
like,
built, although it was built in challenge and all this shit, what came out is the product of the culture, and that's what we were on back in the day. And so
Yeah.
just know that, to your point earlier, if one or two people are listening, you're doing the right thing. It's gonna be more than that that's listening, and I'm gonna do my part to help amplify it. So again,
Yeah.
moving around. Keen, the next song, Keen, was crazy, real vibey. You know, bros talking about pepper stew and all this shit had me hungry and shit. You know, it was a great mix of Niger
Yeah.
and like a East Coast
Yes.
vibe. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boy was like, give a man the shivers. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
all those bars in there was felt. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Dude on that Keen record. What's his name again?
Yeah.
or
As
super
Okonkwo and Ferocious. Okonkwo
ferocious.
and Ferocious, yeah.
So the lines you're talking about is Okonkwo.
Okay.
Okonkwo, yeah.
So Okonkwo is one of the indigenous Igbo names from eastern Nigeria.
Mm.
Igbo, like the Igbo language, Igbo
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
he rebranded, and he used to go by the name Ace back in the day.
Mm.
He's been around for a while, you know. So he rebranded. He calls himself Okonkwo now. So when you see
Okay.
him, you know, for a long time, he looks like his branding is a chief, like
Mm.
you know the Ishiago, the lion
Yeah,
head,
yeah.
the red cap of a
Mm.
chief,
The
and
Red
with
Cat
the
Tat
ox
Chief.
tail.
Oh, that's
That's his
great.
Mazi
branding,
Okonkwo himself.
and the way he sells, his
Yeah.
his words
Yeah.
is beautiful. I talk about it all the time on the show,
No,
right?
well done.
He's amazing. He's amazing.
And
Then
that
the
leads
second
us.
verse, the
Mm-hmm.
second verse is Ferocious. Ferocious is the producer of the
Mm.
joint as well.
Dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, that leads us to the next song, Inferno.
Mm.
Bionic, I guess you've told me that you were an MC, but I guess, you know what I'm saying? I guess I missed that part. You know what I'm saying? I also was
Mm.
an MC in the beginning of the lounge days, but chose
Mm.
to focus on the business. But
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
yeah, it was good to hear. It was good to hear you on there. Smitty, I heard you too. I'm gonna get to your song too. I heard you on there later on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was good to hear you and your kid on there, your child.
Mm.
You know, something I wish I had, you know, on the next album I'll have to do, have my boys on
Mm.
there to really like, you know, cement the
Yeah.
legacy. Yeah, I'm copying you now, shit. Um, but it was I
But
love the cadence, you know what I'm saying? I love the cadence you chose for that record and how you were kind of, you know, just being
Mm.
playful with, you know, how you were dropping your lyrics. And so that was cool. Uh run them. Gotta catch a plane, King Kong, you know,
Mm.
and like the change up in the record, you know, that
Yeah.
was still shout out to them. Who made that joint?
so the
Run
legendary Mode 9.
Mode
Mode 9.
9.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
he's Nigeria's number one lyricist.
Really?
Bandcamp.
Yeah.
He's
Nice.
Smitty's favorite. He's Smitty's
My
favorite
favorite
rapper.
MC.
I'm afraid to say he's mine because you know
My
we
favorite
would fight
MC.
for it.
Yeah.
That's
You
what's
know.
Yeah.
up.
My favorite
So
MC.
so so
Yeah.
that's my boy for life. We talk every other day. You know.
So,
We've known for mad years. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I know Smitty. Remember, I know how long it took us to get him on the record, despite having
Ah.
known him, and despite I'm telling you, like early
hold on.
2000s.
Hold on 1 second.
We gonna run that, no matter what they say. Murder them, murder them.
Murder
We
them.
gonna run that, no matter what they say. Quasimodo ring bells, ding dong. I'm a ruler, I'm a boss, I'm a Kingston. So they wanna ramp with a wedding
With
ring
the
on.
ring
I tell a
on.
beast I got a plane to catch, King Kong.
King Kong.
Destination Ghana, time with sexy
Then the
mamas.
Prince of
Rap
Karma.
expedition, I am Vasco da Gama. Forget your theater
Mm.
class, boy, you don't want no drama. You cats got no honor, mono sunan with a grammar. Reclining, listening to talk, cooling China, I'm a killer,
Shut up.
bang that flow, giving them a real reason to bend down low.
Bend down low.
Bend down low. Bleak as hell, you cats weak as hell. You good, we can tell. I kick bust hard, give it the
And
seat.
then flick his tail.
Yeah. I don't know what y'all got
Ah.
going on. Yeah, even
Modo.
Makiba know. Makiba is over here shouting y'all out. Makiba was a big part of Lyricist Lounge early
Yeah.
days in the
Yeah.
Talib Kweli circle back in them days. But yeah, y'all
Mm.
Did you say Makiba on the live?
yeah, Makiba Moon Cycle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
Makiba. Shout out. My
Yep.
replication.
Shout out to
What you guys
everybody
do
in the
back in the
lines.
day.
Yeah. Someone says, when does the project drop? The project is
The
out.
project is out
It's
now.
out. It's
Yo,
out with
Boogie,
you.
Boogie
Everybody
down
has the
south.
project you have.
The music is
The project
everywhere.
is
It's
out.
on
It's
WhatsApp.
for you, bro.
Yep.
Apart from streaming platforms, Spotify,
It's on
Apple,
Bandcamp.
Amazon Music,
Nah, this shit is beautiful.
Bandcamp, Tidal,
Everywhere. It's on
YouTube.
Google.
Apart
Google
from this,
it.
apart, apart from all this, it's on social media. It's on WhatsApp. It's on
Yeah.
Instagram. You know.
Yeah.
Here go another favorite of mine. This joint. First of all, I think this. I don't even know if I should play this right away. Is there others I want to talk about? There are some others I want to talk about, but I
Smitty,
think
why you smiling like that? Can you explain yourself? Why you smiling like that?
he know which one
I'll
I'm
What
just,
about
song are
to
you
talk
talking about?
about.
What
I
song are
don't
you
know,
going to
but
talk about?
I'm just thinking it is one of my favorites because I don't know. Since I mean, I literally have played
Smitty,
this
wait now,
project.
don't get excited too much. Now wait, let him
No,
say
no,
what the
I
song is.
understand.
It might not be that song.
I don't think it might be that song because you know the
Well,
fact now that almost everybody that have played this project that has been around me
you know
has
which
been
one it is.
affected.
You know
There's
which
been
one
a,
it is.
there's been a great affection over the song. So
Absolutely.
every time they play, they're calling me on the phone. Then, bro, this relentless is crazy. I'm like, yeah, I
Okay.
know, I
No,
So
but
know.
that's not what Ant was
But
going to say. Sorry,
that's not what
sorry,
Ants is gonna play.
sorry.
So yeah.
Sorry
So
to
it wait,
disappoint
yeah.
you.
Let's not get
Sorry to
excited.
disappoint
Let's
you.
make sure we're talking about the same song first, right?
Yeah, I know you're talking about
Because
home,
we could
right?
be talking about different songs here. So one of my
Yeah.
favorites is a song called "Home."
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Sweetie,
I
so
don't
you see
know if
why
that's
this
a
is
tune. Now
Sweetie,
that's a
Sweetie, so you see
tune.
why he got you? I knew that was a
Yeah,
song that was coming after Run Them. I knew
yeah,
home was coming
that's
after
a
Run
tune.
Them, but you started to
Yeah,
smile, you know.
yeah.
"Home."
No, I smile.
He thought it was hard to please. He thought I was about to talk about hard to please just
No,
now.
No,
no,
no, no,
not
no,
even
no,
hard
no,
to
no. He
please.
thought he was going to talk about Relentless. Relentless is after home,
Relentless. Yeah.
you know.
Oh yeah. No, that's a good one too. That's a good one too. That's a good one too. I ended up skipping that in the conversation, but no, I think home is the favorite dead prez. I don't know if it blacked out for a minute, but yeah, I said home is a
Yeah,
favorite. It
it
feels
blacked
like
out.
early Fugees, early dead prez. You know what I'm saying? Talking
Mm,
about blood in the waters. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like this one, I need to see a video of for sure. Like I
Mm.
need to see y'all shoot something because this
Yo,
went.
everybody actually wants to see a video of home because right
Yeah,
now
listen to
that
them.
song
Listen
that
to them.
It's
song is
timeless.
speaking
It's
that song is
timeless.
speaking
It's talking
from the
about what's
heart
going
of
on
a lot of
now.
Nigerians right now, what we're going through right
Yep,
now.
yep.
Nah,
So
making
it's
it.
everybody wants
And
to
you know
see
what's
the video of it.
crazy? It's been going on like that for over 50 years.
Mm.
It's been
Over,
blood in the waters.
over.
So what's the story
I have,
behind it? Because I'm still soaking up, the context. What is this? What's the context behind the song?
so I've always wanted to do a song. One of the first song I ever wrote and ever recorded. In fact, not one of the first song I ever wrote and recorded is a song called Africa. Right? It's called an ode to Africa, an
Mm-hmm.
ODE to Africa. Right? And for as long as I can remember, for all my many score years and more, the story on home, I didn't want to call it Africa, so it's not. I didn't want it pigeonholed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like how people, for instance, take gospel music, for instance. So when there are certain titles you give gospel songs, so from afar, people dodge it. It's amazing music, but because you have called it X Y Z, they
Exactly.
don't want to hear
hmm
it. They don't want to go for it. So
Exactly.
I tried hard not to call it Africa, but it's something that has always happened. We've always been in that spot, in that shitty
yeah,
place, right? And like I said, over 50 years, it's the same story.
So
And
it's about the war between different tribes or
yeah.
communities.
no, 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 no,
Tribes,
it's not even war.
community,
It's not even.
religious,
It's
war,
just conflict. It's
Yeah.
conflict
it's
across board.
conflict.
Is
Mm.
religious conflict. Is I'm Ant's cousin, so I was hired to be. Ant is the governor. I'm his cousin. I'm his in-law. I am full of shit. I don't know squat.
Right. Right.
I'm a
Hmm
square. I'm a round peg in a square hole, but he hires me, right? And
Yeah,
Smith is the guy that you don't know that is already doing some little work from his pocket in his neighborhood,
yeah,
but you, the governor, will not see it. Ant will not see it. So even
Mm.
if Ant sees it, Ant sends people there to go sabotage it.
Mm-hmm.
Pay some people, go there, ruffle feathers,
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Let me
distract from the
play
work
let me
he's
play
doing.
something real quick.
You
Hold on.
know, so it's been going, it's an ongoing problem.
Money, 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 water.
Dope.
Cruising through the landscape, mindset of a warrior. Dreams
Warrior.
towering high, these barriers can bury us. My people on time to members of their area. This is urban symphony.
My people on time to members of the area.
I roam each corner, every alley in the city, every zone. In the heart of the night where the story unwinds, I find the strength in my journey in the battles we design. Echoes of the past, feeling fire in my veins. Rising from the ashes, breaking free from all the chains. Been a beacon in the light is where it finds. The rhythm of the struggle, my spirit comes alive. I know I might have lost a little trying to come home. I found my way up through it, hoping it shows. I had to pack a bag to find how to cope. But now I'm at home, the journey I roam. Memories, but the nostalgia it sings. I love for all the comfort.
It's a lot of energy, bro. A
Mm.
lot of spirit. A lot of spirit in that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the crazy boom bap hip hop joint, but it got all the heart and the energy you need to get that.
This music is creative. Music.
Yeah. Damn, do y'all have any visuals for any of the joints? Not yet. Well, do y'all?
Not
Good question. I'm answering for you. Do you have any visuals yet?
No, not yet. Not yet.
We don't. It'll be nice if you can fund it. We'll welcome it.
Not yet. It's not yet.
Because,
it's not yet.
But real talk, there's no visuals. Of course, if we can, we'll do visuals. We'll make visuals for everything. We have it on our list what we want. The first video,
bro. Use the iPhone.
All that to be.
Use the iPhone. Use CapCut. It don't gotta be crazy anymore, man. Use whatever you have. Don't overthink it. Do not overthink it.
Editing has to look nice.
They have AI editing. You can any reason you have. I have an answer for you.
So let's do it. So shoot it for us and do apply the answer.
All right, well, let's figure it out. But again,
but I know the videos would push it much more further.
Yeah.
Real quick, the sidebar before I forget. I would love, back to Rap Radio Africa, when you were talking about people asking from the different markets, it gave me a visual of a rap radio like booth or like a table at a market. I would love, how you see these viral content of like people just pulling up in like, I don't know, people have been doing music with homeless people have been just setting up a table. I would love to see y'all do stuff like that with rap radio, almost like host live shows from the market. Any of those clips where any of these MCs, maybe they're doing the song live from a market, just the visual will be really, really cool, because I don't, even though all this time has passed, I still think there is this stereotype that people don't understand, that these type of lyricists can come from a place like Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? There's still this perception that like y'all have to sound a certain way. And I think, again, that's why I think this album is so important, because, I'm 52. So I remember back when I was 20, dudes from Africa coming to the States like, yo, I want to get involved. But the shit that they were making, even though it was cool music, there was a disconnect in the sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, because of the internet, because of access, because of beats, because of everything else, there's no disconnect. Y'all, your artists that y'all are repping, I will put them up against 75% or more of the talent on this side right now.
Yeah.
Like, guaranteed.
I say that on the show. I say that
Word.
Guaranteed. So, yeah, man, just, again, sidebar, shoot whatever content you can, let those things go viral. That will help Rap Radio Africa. That will help to amplify artists that are there. It could be separate from Lyricist Lounge, just a rap radio fucking table at the market with a mic and a DJ. That's just gonna go crazy. You'll end up finding someone that you did not think about, like some young kid out of nowhere is gonna body that shit and send y'all viral, and you sign that kid, and you'll see. But bringing it back to this, definitely, I don't want to take too much time, because I do want to save this video, be able to repost it. But
Yeah.
Songs like that, Ecstasy, Rack Pole, that shit was hard. That shit reminded me of the good old days. Like I said, Smitty, I didn't know you had it in you too. I didn't know you had bars like that too on Hard to Please. That was good to hear, you know.
Yeah.
I see that you guys on Last that you brought in the Afrobeat vibes. You know what I mean? It was like
Mm-hmm.
kind of saved it for the end. Like, oh, I know y'all think Nigeria is just Afrobeats. We're gonna give you the fucking
Yeah.
hardcore boom bap, but still, you know,
Yeah.
let me still leave y'all with something that's reminiscent. So that was
Yeah.
cool to hear. And then somehow that song sounded really deep. I haven't had
Mm-hmm.
time to really decipher it and go through it. But can y'all explain what is going on that record? What are
So
they
is it
talking
last
about?
last? Is it last last or somehow?
Somehow.
Somehow is the last. Somehow
Yeah.
is the last song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So both of them touched touched on the Afrobeat thing. That's why I was asking which of them,
Yeah.
right? So
Well,
so which
more on somehow. Somehow the context sounded really deep,
the
like whatever he was
the
talking
poetry,
about.
the spoken
Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So the name of the artist is Rez. It's called Rez the Poet, but he rebranded now, so he's going by his real name, Rez Afolabi.
Mm.
He's one of my favorite poets. He's been doing spoken word for I've known him do spoken word for about almost 10 years,
Oh, that's great.
roughly
Mm-hmm.
10 years. And he also has an event that he hosts every last maybe last Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Last
so he
Thursday of
has
the
this
month.
event. He has a spoken word event, kind of like what we do. Lyricist Lounge Nigeria is first
Yeah.
Thursday of the month. His
Mm.
event is last Thursday of the month.
Okay, cool.
You know, so it's spoken word poets. So they fill up the venue. They're sitting on the floor. You know, if you have the mic, you come to the middle. They're sitting in a circle. And
Oh,
if you
that's
have the
cool.
mic, you come, you just talk. And
That's
Yeah.
dope.
so yeah. So
It's a
what
big
all I wanted to
community
do
actually.
on
That's dope.
yes, it is. It is. It is. So what wanted to capture on somehow is how all the craziness, right? Is there a way out, and how?
Mm-hmm.
Like people say, yeah, it's gonna happen. You know, just be steadfast. You know,
Right. Yeah.
hang tight. But they
How?
want to know how and when.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but more importantly, how, because it's not looking like nothing's gonna happen. The people
Yeah.
that are supposed to fix it is not looking like it's gonna happen.
That's all.
You know, and the people that are supposed to fix it are not acting on fixing it. That the ones telling you to hang in there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's like how is it gonna happen? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we hear you. Green light. Yeah, we hear you. Hope and faith. You know, have faith.
So
You know, keep
your head
going.
is your
Be
your head
relentless.
is yeah, your head is above water but you're drowning. Your head is
Mm.
above water but you're drowning.
Or you're in. You're
So
down. It's
how
up
do I
ahead.
escape this
You
this
know.
whole
So
thing?
it tells about all those let's not fool ourselves. It's
Mm.
about we see all these things. So we're trying to be vivid on that song, you
Mm.
know, and cite cite specific examples, you know. Let's not fool ourselves. You
Yeah.
know, don't even the how is a rhetoric. You know, it's not even for you to answer because we both know I know.
Yeah.
I know you know, right? So it's a
Yeah,
rhetorical, and why we delve
Right.
yeah.
into what the issues are, that no one is fooling anybody, you know.
Yeah. And it's
That's why
relative because
that's why
I
that's why people would jackpot. People there's something called jackpot. You heard it before?
mm-mm, mm-mm.
So jackpot is when people break out, they go to US, leave the country. You know,
Ah, okay.
it's like
You take off.
immigration. So you take off. You know, people are taking off. People are. It's called jackpot. You know,
Mm.
so when you hear a song like that, it explains. You understand why people are taking off. You know,
Mm.
people are going to the US. People are entering into the baggage cabin of the aircraft
Mm.
to get out.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to the US or to Europe by road on foot. They go up to Chad, they cross over to
The
Libya. From
struggle.
there, they head to Algeria. They get to the North Africa. They get to the desert. They go on camel. You know, while they're hiding, they're all wrapped up. You just see their eyes. Then from there, they cross on a boat. And it's crazy. Many lose their lives. That's what the issues are. The
Mm.
outcome of what the song was trying to talk about.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
Then the other song, Last Last also talks about in Nigeria, like despite all the craziness, we are going to be okay. We know we're going to be okay.
We
And
go day
if
okay.
we're not okay, if we're not okay, it's okay too.
Shit, if we're not okay, nobody's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
I
Military.
like the way
Because
you
see,
said
it's
it.
different. I
Fuck
like
that.
what you said, but it's different over here.
No, I know. I know. I know.
Like,
I know. I
and
know.
you don't get it. No, see, some people never do till they pass on.
Mm-hmm.
Some people never own a car till they die.
Mm.
Yeah.
Some people never eat 3 square meals until they go. So that's why I said what I said. It was striving for it to be okay, but it's not okay. It's okay too, because what can you do?
Yeah.
That's why the headstrong will go pop a nigga and take his shit.
Mm-hmm.
He will go sell drugs and load up
Yeah.
and push a Lambo.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Yeah.
other guy is like, no, I'm not going to do it. And he might not do anything with his life until he passes.
You know,
It's crazy.
just to add on, and thank you for saying that, bro. Thank you again for making the projects. Thank you both for sticking with the vision,
Yeah.
seeing it through. You know, this is all about legacy building, you know,
Yeah.
and it's not even just about a brand with Lyricist Lounge or with Rap Radio Africa.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the cultural brand that we're
Yeah.
building. Even now, we just did Raekwon in Prospect Park with 7,000 people. It was amazing. Great event.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the senator came out, you know, gifted him with, it's called a citation, like an
Yeah.
award for his, you know, his cultural contributions. Gave one to us as well. But after that, days later, I'm like, hold on. If the senator and council members and all these people came out for this must be important, right? And
Mm-hmm.
not just important because it's music, important because they had the opportunity to talk in front of 7,000 people, right? Aha. And so I kept thinking about it, and I'm like, you know, as I get older and I continue wanting to do these events, concerts, etc., we got to be smarter. We got to work smarter, not harder
Mm-hmm.
with this. And so I'm starting to kind of, when I talk about our events, and y'all should as well, these are not just regular events. These are not just regular concerts. These are cultural wellness events. These are community wellness events. When you were
Mm.
talking about that earlier, Smitty, during
Yeah.
COVID, that's exactly
Yeah.
what y'all were doing. And
Yeah.
that's how. That's how we get through this shit. We take care of each
Yeah.
other. We focus on each
Yeah.
other, right? Where we
Mm-hmm.
put our attention is where our reality will be. And we don't allow them
Mm-hmm.
to keep feeding us this fucking fear about bullshit that they may even succeed in. All the weird shit that's going on in America right
Yeah.
now. I don't even want to get into it. But like whatever weird shit they're working on, it's not new. They've been working
Yeah.
on these weird ass plans. And what we have to do is work on ours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Continue pushing our
Yeah.
culture, continue pushing this positivity, take care of
Yeah.
ours, and not expect for none of these niggas to come back and do shit
Yep.
because they wasn't gonna do it anyway. So,
Yep. They
you know
were
what I'm
not
saying?
gonna do it anyway.
They weren't going to do it anyway. And so with
Yeah.
that, I'm going to leave y'all. This is the first, not the last. I know you paused for 1 second, Bionic. I was on my soapbox for a minute, doing my own little preacher 1-2 dance on it. But yo, I love both of y'all. I look forward to seeing y'all in real
Love
time.
you too, man.
You know what
Love
I
you
mean?
too, man.
And yeah, bro, we just going to keep pushing this shit
So
and doing what we can. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I saw the video at Raekwon's event, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and you made me a promise. You made me a
What is my
promise
promise?
for features. You made me a promise for features.
You
You
know, I'm
said
gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
we will get Radiga.
Mm-hmm.
We had to choose between Radiga,
Mm-hmm.
Detrez,
Mm-hmm.
Manavian Brothers, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
Smith and Wesson. I've forgotten the fourth person. Can't remember
Mm-hmm.
now. And that didn't happen. And
Well,
you didn't tell me why.
let me tell you
You
this.
know.
let me tell. I will always leave it to my
So I was gonna
Nigerian
ask.
African
Okay, so I
brothers.
remember that because you talked about
Listen,
Raekwon,
listen
So
real
if
quick.
we can get
Listen
it,
real quick. I will always leave it to my Nigerian African brothers to try to make me feel bad. I know it's a part of the culture
No.
to twist people's arms, but I gotta let you know, for anybody that
but
knows me,
that's
listen, for
that's not
anybody
true.
that knows me, I don't make promises that I don't back up. What I
Yeah.
said to you is a possibility. I said,
Yeah.
let me hear the songs and let me get the songs to people and let me see if they'll be down to do it because it costs, right? We're not just going to
Yeah.
get these artists for free. And you didn't
Yeah.
have a budget
So
and I didn't have a budget. You never sent me the songs. And so here we are.
I
But,
never sent you the songs.
well, you sent it to me when they were already out. But we could talk about this
Okay.
offline. We could talk about this
But
offline. But here's the
okay,
point.
but
It's not too late, right?
Mm.
The album is done. I think that's what's important. They need to be able to hear it, and then
Yeah.
we may be able to get a remix done. But I
Yeah.
can't I can't force anybody to get on a record, and people want to get paid. So we'll see if we could get some favors, but I have
Yeah.
to be able to send them the music to hear it first.
sure.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
I see that.
All right, let's continue. Let's talk about this off live. If we want to
Yeah, I
get
see
deeper
that.
into it, we can. But
Yeah.
like I said, I don't do the promises, bro. Like this, I've doing this business for 30 something years. I know ain't nothing I could promise except my personal time. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And out of all the people I've ever helped in this industry, I don't expect shit from nobody, nor
Mm.
Sure.
has many ever really showed up
Yeah.
or have given back to me. So this is not an industry to expect shit of.
That's kind of usual,
This
So
is not the
Yeah.
we
industry.
know this.
Now, what I'm
We know
trying
That's
to
this.
what
do is change
that's
it. I'm trying to
yeah.
change that and trying to have the conversation about culture because culture is different than industry.
Mm-hmm.
As a
Yep.
culture, right? Now we're
Yep.
showing up as brothers. You know what I'm saying? And so you're my brother, Bionic. I've shared with you personally what I've been going through in
Yeah.
my life. And
Yeah.
so, we just human, bro. We out here all trying to do our best. I'm glad that y'all finished the project though. Now that it's done and now that I have it, I'm gonna do my best to continue promoting it. But to anybody else that's looking, much love to y'all. I want to end this live real quick so we don't get deeper into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man,
And
let's
so we
have
don't and
part
so we
two.
don't lose it.
What's
Yeah.
that?
And
And
so
so we
we
don't
don't
lose it.
lose it.
Yes, if it goes past 1 hour, you lose it.
Exactly. All right, bet. Love y'all. Salute.
Man.
Peace.